Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and talk Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 12, Settling In or Just Settling. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are on the road to 5,000 now, y'all. Let's go ahead and get that push. If you enjoyed tonight's content, thumbs up the video and then hop into the comment section. Oh my god, excuse me. Hop into the comment section so we can talk about what happened tonight with Olajuwon and Katina. They had a really mild episode, to be real, shockingly. But Katina goes initially to talk to Jasmina about what happened with the whole dating app situation. She said that Katina is somebody that's always in her corner. She probably looks at Katina as like probably like a big sister type of vibe for her. So what kind of bothered me is that Michael stood right there and listened to their conversation. Did she actually speak to both of y'all, Michael, or did she come to speak to Jasmina? But okay. So Michael stayed there the entire time, and she basically tells them that Olajuwon said that it's really not even about her feelings or how she feels about this situation. It's more about what's right and what's wrong. She said that it is an old app that was on her phone. I gave my thoughts about that in the last episode's recap. While yeah, she should have deleted it. Do I think it is the end of the world? Do I think she was doing anything sneaky with it? No, I don't. She said that she's just not seeing a change in Elijah, and that she's kind of worried that this will be the norm where he's not able to properly express his anger like an adult. He lashes out where he gets so upset that he just does and says whatever. And she doesn't like what that made her feel. She feels like it's not fair for him to base the entire marriage off of this one small thing. So Michael's has said that it might just be that his emotions took over his logic, and like they all agree. And Jasmine is like that doesn't make it right, but it could just be a very heightened sense of emotion right now that's causing you guys to have these issues. It's fun when I stay up. Try not to hold it. Um, she said that he kind of walked off. He left the apartment to go cool off. So they haven't really been able to like talk about the situation. She just feels like she feels very depleted, very deflated right now. Jasmina said that she doesn't like the way that Katina's crying in front of her. She points out that Katina's not somebody that shows a lot of emotion like that. She doesn't cry a lot, so for her to be crying like that, like it's really weighing down on her. I just I, Katina wants to be with Olajuwon. She's going to put up with Olajuwon, so that's all we like. There's nothing we can do about that. Nothing more we can say. Michael actually goes in, or excuse me, Olajuwon meets up with Michael, and Michael's asking him if he want to talk about it. And Olajuwon said that he's not bringing up the situation because he wants her to sit and think about what she did. Because this is your child that just took a crayon or took a permanent marker and wrote on the wall. This is a child that pushed her little brother down. You want her to think about what she did? He said that he did all the proper things for her. He deleted Instagram for her. He changed his hair. You cut that little piece of mohawk off that's receding anyways. Elijah is acting like he completely cut off like some dreads or something for her. You cut off a little, your mohawk was about this tall. You cut this much off, this little bit off, and you acting like you did so much for her. It needed to go anyways. It needed to go. Don't bring up that hair no more. That was not a sacrifice for you. Trust me, it wasn't. So he just kind of feels that Katina has common sense. He says she's not dumb. She knows right from wrong. She knows that this was wrong. Michael asks him, like, do you think that she's out doing something? Olajuwon said, I know how the game goes. You can log in, do what you gotta do, and then you log out. I've done it before. I've done all the tricks before. Just because you don't trust yourself to have an Instagram does not mean that this girl is really actively on this dating app that you wouldn't have known if you wouldn't have been going through her phone. We still have not gotten the real reason that you were going through her stuff like that, but it wouldn't have even escalated to this point had you minded your own business. So Olajuwon then said that even if she were to apologize, he's gonna still keep an eye on her because it is easy. Because he's gonna have to, like, in the back of his mind, he's gonna have to look at the situation a certain way. And I'm like, boy, go on with this bullshit. Like, you're just trying to find a way to complain at this point. You're trying to find a way to break this woman down because she's not doing anything else. She's not doing anything else. You can't get on her anymore about the cooking and the cleaning because you made that promise that you're not gonna, go in on her that way. So now you're nitpicking. You're finding ways to you're finding things to complain about. Ask her point blank, have you been swiping right or left? If she says no, all you can do is believe her. He's acting like he caught her in the act of being on the site. Have one of your single ass friends that is actually on the site go in and see if she has an active profile. That's literally all you have to do if you're that concerned about it. But don't talk to her or talk or reference her as if she is beneath you and she is your child. She doesn't have to think about what the hell she did. What are you talking about? Think about what you did. Think about you going in her phone and going through her phone to find out what's up in there. Think about you using it as an opportunity to demean your wife and embarrass your wife, not only on TV, but in front of y'all group of friends. Why don't you think about what you did and get back to us on that? Dumbass. So then we have Katina Olajuwon. All of a sudden they've made up. Okay, we get one of their special, cell phone esque pictures. I'm ashy. Don't mind my ash, y'all. Don't mind my ash. And they said that they have already talked about the issue. Katina said, I see it from his side now. And I see how he could be upset. So they've apologized. She apologized to him. He said he apologized for his reaction. And now they're good. Olajuwon's coach comes to see him. And Olajuwon says that a lot of times when he's talking, people think he's an asshole and he's aggressive, but he's just a very passionate speaker. He said he talked about the issue with Katina, told his coach that, we've worked past that. And, back in school, everybody thought that I was like an asshole, but I'm like just a goofball, and it's like. So his coach tells him, yeah, everybody says things in the heat of the moment, right? Everybody kind of wigs out about stuff. Everybody gets to a point where they're so mad that they just kind of say whatever. We've all been there before. He said, but you have to be careful not to say things that you cannot take back. And he tells him, just watch your mouth, watch what comes out of your mouth. And Olajuwon's like, yeah, I need him in my life. I do. And it's like, Olajuwon, shut up. Like, everything he does is so overly dramatic. And it's just, learn how to talk to your wife. That's all it is. Katina meets up with her sister-in-law. Her sister-in-law kind of got on my nerves and was like, let me see him without the shirt on. Girl, why? Why you want to see her husband shirtless? So they have not been intimate yet. Katina says she does not know if she can go to the end without them having sex. That will be interesting. I still don't believe that they haven't been. But if she says that they haven't been, so she's kind of like, worried about how that is going to go. I think y'all need to have a conversation about why he don't want to be intimate. I think that should be a big conversation that y'all need to have, because what really is the purpose of withholding sex? Or is it like a Ryan and Clara where they're not, getting it in, but somebody's getting topped off? Like, I'm curious about this dynamic because it's just not making sense to me. So she tells her sister-in-law she wants him to learn how to express his anger. So we know that Olajuwon gets in these fits, these moods where he is a person that blurts out the first thing that comes to mind. And then he expresses it in a way that is hurtful to her, that is demeaning to her. So she says she's wondering if she will have the patience to deal with him while he learns how to figure that out. And I'm glad that Katina is realizing that it's not anything that you're doing. It's basically him. So her acknowledging that do I have the patience to sit back and deal with that? I don't think I would, to be honest. I feel like he lacks so much self-awareness when it comes to his anger, when it comes to how he talks to her, when it comes to how he deals with her. I don't know if I personally would have the capacity or the patience to sit and wait for another grown adult to learn that they cannot lash out when angry. You like do you hear how that sounds? You're wondering if you have the patience while he figures out how to express himself. This is not a 5-year old in your classroom and you're wondering, do I need to give him to a different teacher? Do I need to recommend that he, get whatever? This is an adult, your husband at that. Somebody you're supposed to be building a life with. And you really have to sit back and wonder if you have the patience to help him learn that he can't yell at you the way that he does. Katina then plans a Taco Tuesday night. He said he has never had Taco Tuesday. Olajuwon, you are lying. I hate when people get on these shows and act like they haven't done the most basic of things. You went to college. You ain't never went and got tacos with your friends on a Tuesday. You have never just on Tuesday made tacos. Hell, I have Taco Tuesday up in here by myself all the time. It's Tuesday. I'm gonna make some tacos for dinner. That's Taco Tuesday. So they talk about they swap stories about how she does that because she does that with her friends every Tuesday. She has not been able to do that now as a married woman. So she wants to bring him into some of the things that she enjoys doing, which is great. They're doing things that they both enjoy doing. Fine. They swap stories about being in school. She said she wasn't bad. She just didn't like school. She got suspended. Her mom made her have in-house suspension. He tells a story about how him and his friends all snuck out of class or all left class to go hang out in the bathroom. They got chased by the principal, yada, yada, yada. But Olajuwon does make a very good point about saying how sometimes it is the smallest memories, the littlest things that you have with people that really reminds you of those people forever. I have so many memories from like middle school to high school to even college where I can hear a song or I see something and I immediately would think of something that me and my friends did in college or something that me and my friends did on like a trip or something like that. So that's great that he brought that up because that's really the only good thing that I feel like Olajuwon has said this episode. I guess let me know how you guys feel about Katina and Olajuwon, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.